I'm Alice. Welcome back to Men Health 30, where we don't shy away from the truths about men's health, especially sexual health. Previously, we explored 5 foods that help you recharge after each ejaculation, but today, I want to warn you about the opposite. You may be eating clean, exercising regularly, but your sexual health is still declining, your erections are weaker, and you feel drained after each release. The truth is, it could be the very foods you eat every single day that are silently disrupting your testosterone, inflaming your prostate, and pushing you toward early andropause, especially if you're over 40 or masturbate frequently. Test tube. According to research, there are at least 8 common food groups that can increase SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, which lowers your free testosterone, promote chronic inflammation in the prostate, leading to pressure, discomfort, or mild pain after ejaculation, and disrupt the HBG axis, which directly impacts your sexual function and your ability to recover after sex or after masturbation. Are you consuming these foods every day without even realizing it? Stay with me until the end of this video, because we're going to uncover each specific food backed by clear scientific evidence, so you'll know exactly how to protect your sexual health, starting from what's on your plate. And the first food, which you might be consuming every single day, is sugar. Sounds harmless? But just one sugary drink or a sweet pastry can send your testosterone levels into a free fall. A clinical study published in Clinical Endocrinology found that after consuming 75 g of glucose, the equivalent of 1 can of soda, both free and total testosterone dropped by up to 25%, and shockingly, these hormone levels remained low even after 2 hours. The problem isn't just the hormone crash, it's also the serious disruption of the male endocrine axis. Sugar interferes with the communication between the pituitary gland and the testes, slowing down your body's natural testosterone production. And that's just one front. The other is your penile blood vessels. Lollipop refined sugar and sugary drinks disrupt glucose metabolism, leading to metabolic syndrome. This is the physiological foundation of erectile dysfunction (ED), because the blood vessels in your penis are often the first to be damaged when insulin control is lost. Backhand index pointing right. A report in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed men who frequently consume soda and sugary drinks have up to a 61% higher risk of ED compared to those who don't. Think about it. You're working out, taking natural testosterone boosters, but just one sugary drink a day could silently destroy all your progress from the inside, slowly but surely. And if you're someone who masturbates often, the consequences are even worse, because during recovery, your body needs to restore hormones and blood flow, but sugar holds everything back, like your system is stuck in neutral. Backhand index pointing right. Cutting back on refined sugar isn't just about staying in shape. It's about preserving your masculine edge. And if sugar is the silent killer, then standing right next to it is soda and energy drinks. Food number 2, sugary sodas and energy drinks. These aren't just refreshing beverages. Each can of soda contains HFCS, high fructose corn syrup, a highly refined sugar proven to trigger visceral fat accumulation, especially in the lower abdominal region, where many androgen receptors are concentrated. Bar chart. According to analyses published by Mojo, SO, and The Sun, men who frequently drink soda have a significantly higher risk of erectile dysfunction, ED, and the causes come from 2 main directions. Reduced endogenous testosterone due to increased insulin resistance, damage to the blood vessels in the genital area, preventing adequate blood flow to the penis. Here's the real issue. Erectile dysfunction is not just a symptom, it's an early medical warning sign of a weakened male endocrine axis. And if you're approaching or over 40, this might be your body's first alarm bell, one you absolutely shouldn't ignore. You might think you're just recharging your energy, but in reality, Each energy drink is draining your testosterone and breaking your natural erection response from the inside out. Food number 3. Industrially processed soy products. Whole soy may be good for your health, but industrially processed soy, such as boxed soy milk, soy snacks, or mass-produced tofu, is a different story.
Why?
Because they contain high levels of isoflavones, a plant compound that mimics estrogen, the female hormone. And when male hormones have to compete with plant-based estrogen every single day, the result is that testosterone gets suppressed and gradually declines. Chart decreasing, a study published in Fertility and Sterility, 2008, found that men who consumed more than 2 servings of soy per day saw up to a 40% drop in sperm count, along with lower testosterone levels and disrupted hormonal balance. What's more concerning is that most industrial soy products have been chemically processed, leading to abnormally concentrated levels of isoflavones. This becomes especially dangerous if you masturbate frequently because right after ejaculation, your body needs to rebuild testosterone, but instead, it's being suppressed by excess plant estrogen. Backhand index pointing right, so if you think soy milk is a healthy option, think again. For men, too much processed soy doesn't make you stronger. It feminizes your hormonal system from the inside out. Food number 4. Alcohol and alcoholic beverages. A glass of wine after dinner might help you relax, but if you're drinking more than 2 glasses a day, you could be silently driving your testosterone levels down without realizing it. Wine glass alcohol directly affects the Leydig cells in the testes, the very place where testosterone is produced. When you drink excessively, the enzyme aromatase becomes more active, converting testosterone into estrogen. The result? Decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, and fat accumulation around the chest and belly, all signs of feminization in men. But that's not all. Alcohol also causes tissue dehydration and promotes inflammation in the pelvic region, making the prostate more susceptible to irritation, especially after masturbation or sex. Ever experienced frequent urination, mild burning, or a heavy sensation in the pelvic floor after a night of drinking? That's not a coincidence. Chart decreasing, according to Very Well Health, alcohol damages the microvasculature in the genital area, reducing blood flow to the penis, leading to weaker erections and decreased sensitivity during stimulation. The sad irony? Many men drink to get in the mood, but alcohol actually depresses the central nervous system, temporarily dulling your erection and delaying, or even preventing, ejaculation. Backhand index pointing right, so if you're having issues with sexual performance, feeling drained after masturbating, or struggling to climax, look at your glass before you look for a pill. Food number 5. Processed meats, sausages, deli meats, bacon. You've probably heard this. Protein is good for testosterone. But not all protein is created equal, especially when it comes to processed meats like sausages, canned meats, cold cuts, or bacon. Microscope, these foods contain a dangerous cocktail of preservative nitrates, saturated fats, extremely high sodium, and worst of all, residual growth hormones from industrially raised animals. All of these factors combine into a silent inflammatory storm, particularly targeting the prostate and penile blood vessels, areas that are highly sensitive to hormonal imbalance. Bar chart, a major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2021 revealed men who regularly consume processed meats have up to a 19% higher risk of prostate cancer. But that's not all. Preservative nitrates can damage the endothelial lining of blood vessels, directly impairing erectile function. Meanwhile, high sodium intake elevates microvascular blood pressure, which restricts blood flow to the penis. And if you masturbate frequently, your circulatory system is already in a state of repair after each ejaculation, but now it's being pushed further into stress by meals loaded with sausage and cold cuts. Backhand index pointing right, you might think you're eating quick, convenient, protein-packed meals, but in reality, you're slowly eroding your testosterone and sexual strength from the inside out. You may have thought, masturbation? That's just a private habit. Totally harmless. But remember this. Your body always finds a way to speak up when something starts going wrong. Don't ignore dull aches, light burning, or that vague discomfort after relieving yourself. Because very often, those subtle signs are the earliest warning of something far more serious. A question for you. Have you ever felt something off after masturbating? Drop a comment below. Your story might help someone else recognize an issue they've been silently living with too. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button to help spread reliable health information. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming essential topics. Here at Men Health 30, we're committed to sharing practical knowledge about the prostate, male hormones, and sexual health in midlife that no one ever taught us. I'm Alice. Thank you for staying with me today. I'll see you in the next video, where we don't avoid the truth, but face it to better understand our bodies and ourselves every single day. Food number 7. Overly strong coffee or more than 3 cups a day. Coffee might be your morning companion, and it's even praised as a natural libido booster because it increases blood flow and alertness. But only when consumed in moderation. Hot beverage when you drink more than 3 cups a day, or go for extra strong brews without controlling your caffeine intake. You're not boosting testosterone anymore. In fact, you're doing the opposite. Caffeine stimulates the adrenal glands to produce cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. And when cortisol goes up, testosterone is directly suppressed because both hormones compete for the same raw material, cholesterol. Chart decreasing, a study referenced by Verywell Health, shows that men who consume excessive caffeine have abnormally high cortisol levels, which leads to lower testosterone and disrupted hormonal rhythms. But it doesn't stop there. High doses of caffeine stimulate the bladder, causing frequent nighttime urination and increased pressure on the prostate, especially if you already masturbate frequently or are entering middle age, when recovery after ejaculation becomes more demanding. Sleeping face the result? You may feel tired, unrest, and slow to recover, even though your testosterone levels seem normal on paper. In reality, your hormonal system is being stretched thin, caught in a loop of stress, poor sleep, and sexual decline. Backhand index pointing right, a little coffee can be helpful. But if you need 4 to 5 cups a day just to stay awake, your testosterone might already be paying the price without you knowing it. Food number 8. Reused cooking oil / trans fat. This is the true silent testosterone killer. It's not sweet, it doesn't fill you up, but it quietly sneaks into almost every street meal, fried food, packaged snack, and ultra-cheap product. Trans fats, especially those from reused cooking oil, have an artificial structure that the body cannot properly break down. The result? Systemic inflammation, metabolic disruption, and a sharp decline in male hormones. Chart decreasing, according to Verywell Health, trans fats significantly reduce sperm motility by up to 38%, while also lowering natural testosterone, impairing blood vessel function, and reducing circulation to the penis. You can feel it without any blood test. Struggling with morning erections. Slower recovery after masturbation or sex. Losing desire, even though your mind still wants it. Why? Fire, because trans fats trigger a cascade of inflammatory responses in the body, attacking sensitive tissues like the prostate, testicles, and penile blood vessels, exactly where testosterone needs to act at full strength. Backhand index pointing right, if you eat fried foods from restaurants or buy packaged snacks without reading the label, you may be consuming hundreds of milligrams of trans fats each week, enough to erode your sexual vitality from the inside, without any obvious signs. Warning, there is no safe dose of trans fat. If you truly want to protect your testosterone, recover faster after ejaculation, and maintain your masculine power, you must eliminate this toxic fat from your diet completely. You've just walked with me through 8 seemingly harmless foods, but in reality, they're silently eroding your testosterone, inflaming your prostate, and weakening male sexual function day by day. And what's even more concerning, many men are hitting the gym, taking all the right supplements, but still not seeing results, simply because their daily meals are sabotaging their own progress. Pushpin, remember these 3 key truths. Testosterone won't recover naturally if you keep consuming the very things that suppress it. Your prostate needs an anti-inflammatory, hormone-balanced environment, not daily micro-attacks from processed food. And if you masturbate often or are over 40, your diet becomes either your greatest leverage or your Achilles heel. Direct hit if this video made you stop and think, taught you something new, or helped you recognize a mistake you've made. Don't keep it to yourself. Backhand index pointing right, share this video with a friend, a brother, or someone you care about, because they might be struggling with the same issues, but have no idea where to start. Would you like me to create a video on the ideal diet to restore testosterone, or a specific meal plan for recovery after masturbation? Leave your comment below. I read every single one. Pushpin, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because in the next video, I'll be revealing a very common medication that many people take daily, not knowing it could wipe out testosterone levels in just a few weeks. I'm Alice. See you in the next episode of Men Health 30, where we never shy away from the real truths about male sexual health.